Cool. So welcome back to Horus and Seth. Somewhere on page 13. Um, I think we just got into the beginning of page 13. I don't remember exactly where. Aaron, can you help us out? You always know.
Uh, we are picking up translating from line 2 at the aha end. Don't think we looked at the hieratic for the line before it.
Okay, so we finished around here in terms of hieratic, and then is that right?
Yes.
Okay. All right. So then quick look at the hieratic here. Thank you. AHN, Sutech, Kshonet. Erika, really nothing amazing here. The Seps now has some big horns on it. Interesting. See that? Like the little things here sticking out like wireless antennae or something. Um, what else? Fosh, Segabu, R, MD, Jed, Jedu, I guess. Jedu. This here's a little bit, how would I say that? Because the resolution isn't all that high. So, I mean, we know what it is from the previous line. Otherwise, that would be a bit hard to read, but it goes like that essentially. Ma, Ma'atu, Ma'atu with the shoe feather at the end, a Y1, and then like a T, W ligature. Ma'atu Hor, and Ajau, oh, yeah, Aja, I guess. Aja Sutech. Okay. So really nothing new here since that was just a repeat of the previous line. Cool. And then I think we didn't have the part where Seth or Sutech makes an oath yet, I believe, right? So let's continue there. And hi, Chris. Who wants it?
All right.
Ding,
I'll
ding,
go.
ding. All right.
I'll go. All right. So we have Aha in Satesh,
Mhm,
Her Eret, Ankh Ea, Ni Necher Im, Jed.
mhm.
Oh, let me shrink the window here. There we go. There was Jed. Okay. Jed Benny.
Yeah, or Ben. Ben something.
Jed Ben.
Mhm.
Oh, wait,
Yes.
no. Okay, so in my head here, so this is starting a new sentence. So
Right.
Jed Ben, yeah, Jed Ben. Is this EU or
The first part is you, and then you have two more strokes, which normally is two. So you two.
U2?
Mhm.
U2 Air Ready to NF
Right.
Ta Iwat
hmm That's right.
Iret Iwat. Wait, Iwat. Yeah, Iwat.
hmm
And does it start a new sentence here? This is a new
Yeah, I think it's a
yeah, because it
new
went
portion.
outside.
You're right.
Mhm. All right. Can we keep going or
Let's go on. Let's just take it to. Hang on. How long is it? Let me see. Ooh, it's long.
it's fine. It's fine.
That is weird. Maybe until here would make sense.
Okay. So we have Iret Tu. Wow, it's three of them.
Mhm.
Tu.
That's right.
Wacha
Mhm. Right.
Er Ebol
Mhm.
Ebel.
And
And we
here's
have
the other bugbear.
Oh geez, yeah. Wow, why is it stumping me?
It's another group writing word. Uh,
Iri, Irim,
I think so. Mhm.
Irim,
That's right.
Irim,
It
Irim,
becomes Nim in Coptic with, but yeah, it's still Irim at this point in time. Irim and probably Irimi or Irimai or something like this. I'm assuming because it's a preposition, there has to be some kind of some kind of yeah, object of the preposition after it. And the only thing that would make sense in this context would be irmai with me, I think.
Then we got some
Cool.
conjunctive method. Okay. All right. So then we have here. So then Satesh made or took an oath, a great oath
That's right.
to the god. Okay, I guess in saying or in with saying. I see that was you, not see it was you two, was it? Okay, so I guess one will not make or one shall not.
That's right.
One shall not make for him. Wait, Jed F.
Is it make or is it?
Oh, my bad. I said make. Put.
That's right.
One will not put. Now, does this say, is that a dative? Is NF the dative here? Let's see. NF.
Correct. Correct.
Okay, will not make. That's put to him. I keep saying make. Will not put to him, or is put proper here though? Or should I say something like
what's the base meaning? Even simpler than put. The most give. And that makes more sense here.
Yeah. So I will not. So one will not make. One will not give to him. This word always. This is what always kills me. Is this the judges?
No, it's the office.
No.
The office of
the office.
of a size was in this case.
Okay, one should not give to him the office.
Okay, so one shall not give to him the office. One shall not give to him the office. Ir tutu greif emol irmai.
So we have a. This is no, it's not a relative form. Wait,
it looks like one. It looks like one. I don't think it is, but it looks like one.
It's the imperative?
No, can't be. Can't be because it has a subject. It's ir tutu. So this one's really tricky. I didn't know that one. I had to look it up. So let's see if everybody agrees. The one I found was, let me resolve this one because it's really hard to guess. I think it is this. Until somebody does something. So the is just a preposition but it's spelled out phonetically because at this point in time the is not pronounced anymore, but just So they write it with the same vowel that you would get for the imperative or for the second tense, like you said, or for the what's the other one? Yeah, the second tense, right? Or also the relative. They all get this little a in front, the little prosthetic yacht. And then this year is just a way how to spell out the t, I think. So until one, basically. That's really what it would mean. Until one does something. I think this one's really hard to guess. Does anybody agree that this is what it is, or did anybody have something else?
I'm just a little confused about why the yud and then the seated male figure equals an R sound.
Ah, okay, great point. So, what does R become in Coptic?
I feel like it drops off when it's on the end a lot.
That's exactly what it is. You're exactly right. So basically, your run-of-the-mill becomes R. Sorry, what am I doing here? Becomes in Coptic becomes just A. Unless it has something after it. Like for example, if you had an F behind it, off, that actually becomes it off. I mean, it would be. Sorry, guys. It would be this. So the R comes out again if there's anything afterwards to protect it. But otherwise, it just falls off. It's essentially, it's like in French. It goes away. So long story short, then, this year, is really just like a vowel, like A or E. And since this is an A only, the R has gone away, they're just spelling it phonetically. It's a little bit like when people say, I have not seen him. I mean, it's obviously wrong. It should be have, but when you type quickly, it's easy to make the mistake because it's basically pronounced the same way. And I think that's what they're doing here. They're spelling it out this way. This happens, especially like from Dynasty 20 on. This happens with a certain frequency, that an R just gets replaced by an
That makes sense. And is it because it's followed by a vowel in Erie, that it wouldn't be
So
written if it was followed by a consonant, you'd expect it to be spelled differently,
that's a good
maybe?
point. It's probably really silent at that point in time.
Okay.
Although you would think the it could be bound over the Eriri. That's a really interesting point. Apparently
I
they
didn't
didn't
mean to
do
get us
any.
sidetracked.
I guess they didn't do any liaison here or something. Because you could think it could be like Eriri or something, but it's not the case. It's Eiri.
Or the sound could have changed before this, and so they were just writing it phonetically, which is probably easy to just go with that. So,
I think that's what it is. And just if you wanted the chapter on this, we're not there yet, but I did look it up. Go away. Sorry, Chris, right back to you, but one little bunny ride.
That's-
If you want to read up on it. No, not Ellie, never. Never. And this would be RZGMF. Oh. Oh, because it's not R, it's R-Iri ZGMF, I think. R-Iri? No, neither. Oh gosh, you're annoying. Okay, I messed that up. Don't remember anymore. I know it's there somewhere. Um, 10% dependent forms, continuous.
that's okay. You can send it to me on the Discord. I don't want to get in the way of a reading. So
Okay, you're right. Let's do that.
thank
Apologies.
you.
It's somewhere in
Horus.
the later chapters here, around 30. Here it is. Irritative Sejemef. That's what it is. 37.
7. Okay, cool. Thank you.
Oh,
So that's what we're looking at. All right.
so this flies from the Middle Egypt form, the air sediment, and the until okay, I remember this form.
Mhm.
This looks very different though.
I am confused by the final two. I transcribed this and I kept checking the hieratic over and over and over again because it seemed to me like a mistake that it was ear 222. What's going on with that?
I think he's spelling the two double. I mean twice. If wait, let me see. Ear two two two. It's triple, right?
Yeah, it's weird, right? I can't figure out why there are three. I would expect ear 22, but not ear 222.
No, you're right. It's one time too many.
I thought the last curl was for the word wacha.
This
Or
one
It's
here.
not uha, it's ha,
Ha.
it's ha.
You're right. It's ka.
oh, okay.
Becomes ko in Coptic. So the word ends here. And no, you're absolutely right. It is really two, two, two. I hate to say scribal error, but in this case, that makes the most sense to me. That
The second W is longer. I don't know if that's just a flourish or something, but it's looks different than the first or
mm,
the first two. Actually, they all look slightly different. I don't know.
they do. Let's have a quick look at what Ramses has.
Oh, Ramses didn't bother transcribing it. I checked them too. They
Ah,
just leave it blank.
oh, they didn't transcribe it at all? That's annoying.
Maybe that says something
Yeah,
about
see,
it being a
they
scribal
just
error.
left it out and then just left it too.
Okay, so that doesn't help.
Not a good example of proper whatever.
Right. What about Ellie? Um, aha. Okay. Eirtu Cha'af. Until somebody has basically thrown him out or something. Form of Eirtef Sejim, periphrastic form of El Sejim Tuf in Sejim Tef in Middle Egyptian. Tutu in place of simple tu. Hmm. I'm not sure I understand that explanation. Did he actually transcribe it? No, he transcribes it as one, basically. No, wait, I'm in the wrong spot. Yeah, but he still transcribes it as one. I think scribal error. I think so.
It makes sense. It's kind of like when someone's learning Latin and there's all those endings that are like ere, and then you have an extra air, so error, something like that.
True. Like passive, huh? Passive second person. Yeah, that's right.
Or just the infinitive, just like
True.
too many extra errors.
Could be. Shall we just take it like that? So, as one shall not give the office to him, irtu or iritu kraef evol irmai.
Until someone throws him out, until someone throws him out, he throws out to the way. Oh no! Oh my bad! No! Sorry, that's all part of the same word.
You got it. So someone throws him out, irmai.
Irmai is all. Is not like. Is that also or
With
is that again? With okay. Wait, with. Oh, is that a by itself, Heru, or?
I think it's E.
Oh no, that's.
I think it's E. Hope so. Let me see. Yes.
Okay.
No, I'm not sure how to do this in Coptic Nemai. Whatever. It's basically with me. And it seems a bit clunky. Does anybody have a good translation for this one? Any proposals on this sentence? On the second part of the sentence? I'm not sure what Gardiner had there. Let's have a quick look. I mean, it literally says until somebody puts him out with me, right? Does that make a lot of sense? Let's
I
see.
think it does, given, you have to take the rest of the sentence because we're mid-sentence here. With me and the next word is and.
Yeah, okay, you're right. So you say just read ahead a little bit and it will become meaningful. Let's do that.
Okay. Yeah, she's right. It's a conjunctive. Is the next, right?
It is a subjunctive.
So, then...
Want to continue or want to give on to somebody else?
Yeah, sure. Yeah, I'll go continue.
Okay, and all right.
So we have Imten, and this glyph is it Sa'ah? No, what's this glyph?
You
Ring.
I think it was Medtech or something like this.
Medja.
What is it?
Medja.
Medja. Oh, Medja. Okay. So we have Medja.
How do you spell that though? Sorry for being interrupting again, but how is that spelled? Is that I had it as this. You're saying it's Medja with an ein at the end? Oops, you're on mute.
Yeah, and that's it. No, H, the second H, dotted H. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, that makes sense. Medja. Okay.
Is the olive not written? Sorry, the iron not written there? Because there's the arm under it. Or is that just part of the glyph?
It's weird, huh? I honestly don't know this word. Let's have a quick look together.
It kind of looks like a phonetic complement if the jaws well, it's weird. That's like more, it could be a more than a triliteral? That seems odd.
Let's take a look. I really don't know. Yeesh. Check. Oh, that's cute. I love them in their TLA, but stability is a bit of an issue. All right. Here we go. This is it. To hue, wood, stone. Let's take a look at it. So this is, well, just this funny sign. Let's see how this is normally written. Settle custom. And okay, here with little legs. That's cute. This is what you would sort of expect, just a H and a W. Where are you? I don't see it.
That one has an arm, but I think that's no, sorry, that's the arm with this.
Right. Which would make some sense, but it comes after the phonetic complement, as it should. Down here, the same. You have the little hui man, which is basically just the equivalent of the arm. Here with some kind of like an axe, basically. Cute. Assuming that's what that is. Yeah. I don't know why this has an arm in the middle. Doesn't make a lot of sense, does it? All these other attestations, they have a jur. That makes some sense, as you would think.
Maybe because in the Hieratic, I've seen it spelled arm with the arm with the little you know,
With the stick,
the
right?
staff in the hand. Yeah, the stick.
You're right, but that should be at the end, though. It shouldn't be in the middle of the word normally. Let's take a look at the hieratic. Maybe we're missing something. Where is our hieratic? Up here. Oh, that's fairly clear, huh? It
I
looks
guess
like
so.
an arm. Then here's the ch. I mean, no, I don't know. Wait, but the word appears again in a moment, I think. Let me look real quick. Yep, down here it is one more time, and it's spelled the same way.
Same
So it's
way.
certainly not an error or something. Not that he forgot about it. That's how he wants to spell it. As to why, no idea. It could really be the hand with a stick, but then again, normally he writes a stick. The scribe typically does write it, so this really looks more like an arm or even like an N, honestly. I mean, if you compare it to the arm. I don't know, it's an interesting one. I don't have a good answer for that. Well, let's take it as what it is, though, from context, namely Mejech. Mejech and what? Mejech.
Ne. Or yeah, ne or in.
Nen. Yeah.
Neha.
Mhm.
Or is it neha? Oh, nehawi.
Mhm.
And then we have na.
Na, yeah, that's right. Na. This word
Aha,
means boat. Mhm.
a boat of stone or something. Stone.
Oh, with that one, it had this is Middle Egyptian, but it has Nesu, and then the arm, the stick written directly below that. So maybe it's just a combined sign as a determinative next to it. I don't know.
Got it.
Seems odd though, but maybe those two signs are understood together to mean Medja. And then the rest is the phonetic complement.
Mm.
So it's not supposed to be the iron arm, it's supposed to be the arm with the stick. It looks similar in hieratic, maybe.
Yeah, kind of interesting. Thanks for posting this, though.
No problem.
Okay, we were at Aha boat. Not just any boat, but an Ahau or Ahai. And then this is probably the bizarrest part of the whole text. And that says
Me
something.
neither. M tu M tutti.
And
Near.
inner.
Mm.
Inner becomes one in Coptic, it means stone. So maybe we break here. So basically, Mtuten, Medje, Nan, in what? In Rai, I guess. In Rai now, or in Rai na, Achaye, and Inner.
And so what do we have here? And the hue. Well, and you shall carve out, I guess. You shall carve out. Oh, sorry. You shall carve out. Is it for them? No, wait, no, this is ni. I forget my pronouns. For us.
Correct.
Nehai. This normally doesn't this mean a couple, a few,
That's right.
some.
Yeah, some. Makes sense.
And then it's na'u. Is this?
It's really weird to me because it could be in Ra in some of, or it could be na some the Achai. I don't know why he writes in Ra na. That doesn't make any sense to me. It feels like double. I think that may really be an error, to be honest.
There's something that happens in Coptic that's vaguely like that, I think, where with some verbs, there's some reduplication of the object at the end. Trying to think of a good example, but basically there's sometimes it'll say like, you gave this this, and like the direct object is reduplicated at the end. I'm forgetting what it's called, but there's like a simplified pronoun form of representing the direct object at the end. Maybe I'm not explaining it the right way, but there's something, I don't know if it's different.
I think I know what you mean. In some cases, you have like a dummy object on the infinitive, and then comes like the main object afterwards. I don't think that's what it is here, though.
No, okay, cool.
I know what you mean, but no, that's not it. I'm honestly confused with that. And if I look at, I'm just looking here at Ramses, they didn't even transcribe it. They just say encha, which makes way more sense. And again, gonna take a look here to. So you got a hard sentence.
That's fine. The learning moment's good.
Also true. Yeah, you're right. So this should really be Mtun and not Mtuten. So that's already weird that he writes.
I was going to ask about that. I thought that was really confusing.
And then here he puts a sig sign as well at the end. I think that N is spurious. Shouldn't be there, honestly.
Is that what the exclamation point in superscript is? That's just, this is problematic, or?
It's probably what? I'm sorry?
Is that what the exclamation point in superscript means? It's like,
yeah, I think it just means
this.
Yeah, I think it's sick, like
read this as, or this is
not quite. No, I mean normally when you have a mistake somewhere in a document, right? You use this abbreviation like to basically indicate it wasn't me who transcribed this wrong, but it's really like this in the original text.
I see. Okay.
And I think that's what he's trying to do here, to basically indicate like it's really spelled 210 yeah, something of that nature. There's really an N here. Oh wait, not quite. Actually, not quite, because he corrected it. He made it.
It's not you. You have to say N with Nahai. It's Nahai N. He's saying it's not Na. It's not Nahai Na.
It's not a what? I'm sorry.
It's written as Nahai Na, but he's saying it's just Nahai N, which would be correct.
So yeah, you had it wrong. I was thinking he was doing this here, M2 10 sig, basically like this. But no, he corrected it and then puts an exclamation mark. I've never seen that notation actually.
Yeah, me neither.
Okay, so what this should be then? Let's correct it. So it should be
high in.
Yeah, and ha, and ha what? Ahai, or maybe ahau, who knows? Some nouns have a W in the plural, have a Y in the plural instead of a W. Ahai and Enid.
Naha'en would be Naha'en Ahai.
What did I do?
After Naha, put an N.
Oh, that is what it is. I got you. So it's in ha in some. Okay, that makes sense.
But if you look at the hieratic, is it actually another, or is it? It's just plural lines, isn't it?
And no,
Yeah, it looks like they just repeated it.
and not quite, but that could be the reason for the confusion. When you write na, you can do this. You can write the n like this, and then instead of spelling out the whole aleph bird, you just make it like this, basically. It's like an abbreviated form. So it looks a lot like plural strokes. And maybe that's where our friend here got confused. If he was working from some kind of original, like not from memory, but copying a text, it could be. But this is a standard way how to write na, basically.
And the
Ah,
line on the end that would have been written there without the olive bird. Would that be correct? Or that shouldn't be there
should be,
either?
shouldn't be. It should really be, should just be this.
Okay.
Now we're getting
It almost
prescriptive.
looks like a way of filling out the line, but it's probably accidental, I guess, in the
I
case.
think it's an accident. I think so. I think so. Okay. All right, so thanks. So it should be Emtun, Enha, En, Achai, and Iner. All right. And that means?
And we
Mhm.
hewn some boats of stone
That's right,
or ships.
which makes perfect sense. I mean, who wouldn't make a boat out of stone? All right, well done. Somebody want to continue that sentence because it's quite long. I think time to switch over. Starting from another M2, Mtun that's written as Mtuten.
I could try and ask for help with vocab if that's okay with you guys.
Of course,
Let's see. Could you go over to the beginning of the sentence?
of course.
Oh, okay. Thanks. So we're at Ahawi. So and then
But M2.
wedge. Oh, we're at N2. Let's see. We're at 13.4.
You got it. Basically
Okay.
from here.
Oh, right. Okay, great. Thank you. M2. So M Tuten and then tier or tier.
Yeah, who knows, huh? It's really good writing. So I would say this is a T, this is an
Okay.
R, this is an R. So tirer, terer, tarar.
Tier there.
Who knows?
Okay. We'll do tier. We'll
Mhm.
do tier there.
Mhm.
And I'm forgetting that's just the determinative leg sign with the other leg, or is that
Correct.
pronounced?
No,
Okay.
this is all one thing.
Okay. So then M empa or empasi or just empas.
Empa and then empa something.
Empas and empasi.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And it's dual empasui with the two lines
It could
or
be,
no?
but the dual is not
Maybe.
really used anymore in this stage of the language.
Oh, okay.
So it's just the number
Okay.
two.
Okay. So that would be S now or
Right.
equivalent in sen would be senu. I
Yeah.
think.
I mean, I would, but that's just me. I would really say empasis now or something like that.
Okay. Cool. Empasis now.
Okay.
And okay, we'll just start with that if that's okay.
Cool.
Okay. So this is the one that's it's stand, but it's used as an oh no, sorry, I went to the beginning of the line again. Sorry. So M 210 with you or with you all. or Mtutan? Ooh. Might need some help with this. I'm sorry.
Okay, no worries. So, what do you make out of the I guess
Could be
M10?
it can be in or with, but it looks like it has a pronoun on the end.
You
So
mean this puppy here?
yeah.
That's the subjunctive.
Oh, okay.
mhm.
So the verb is T or so
Let me spell it out for you. Makes it
yeah,
easier.
thank you.
So should be Mtun. He spelled Mtuten, but that's not what it is. And then
Okay.
terer, which is to race.
To race, like to run.
That's right.
Okay.
Empasis now. Something like this.
Okay. Okay. So they would or let them subjunctive. So that they would race, or that we would race, in the in pairs, or
Mhm.
oh, good.
Not necessarily pairs, but
As two, literally,
good. As a
in
pair.
the the two, as the two. Okay, as the two of us. Okay,
Mhm.
thank you.
Or as a pair or something. That's right. So what the
Okay.
conjunctive does is it's just a combination form. So you have something like, for example, until somebody will put him out with me, and we will hew some boats of stone, and we will race as a pair. So basically, what you can almost think of this like an end, in the sentence. I don't. Do you
Kind
have?
of like a Vav consecutive, like, and then this happened and that happened.
Correct. I mean, you have
Okay,
essentially
cool.
two forms of the consecutive in Late Egyptian. One is you plus like a first person kind of construction, and the other one is with the conjunctive. Both are very similar, although the usage is a bit different. Like, for example, imperatives always get continued with the conjunctive. If you just have a narrative, it's more like the you form. So it depends a little bit on what the use case is, which one you pick. But in terms of English, you can replace both of them by an and. And if it were
Great.
Japanese, you could replace both of them with a te form.
Cool. Well, thanks for explaining. That's cool. I'll
Cool.
let someone else go so if we have more time because yeah.
Well done, well done.
Thank you.
Who wants the next bit?
I can try.
All right.
So herir,
Mhm,
parenti, and EOF.
mhm,
It's chai,
mhm,
pi f, iri,
mhm.
and then some pause, I guess.
That's right.
Or
There is a
do
plus, yeah.
so here it is question mark, isn't it? What? Or is
Could
it
be, could
if?
be. Yeah, it could be a few different things. What's the basic meaning of id?
I'm blanking on here.
Like,
No worries.
as for,
That's right.
as
As
for,
for
When in doubts, that one
as for
always
that
works.
which
That's right. As for that which,
and as for that which he stole in
yeah,
his belonging.
almost. Ireo is always a person, I would say, especially when it's spelled like this with a with a
Yeah,
personal
so
pronoun.
that's the gardener or the doorkeeper.
It could be. I mean, it looks like it, but actually, in Coptic, it would be Ireo.
Okay, that doesn't help maybe.
Okay.
really gives it's companion, right? It's the same
Correct.
thing.
Companion. Okay,
Companion, peer, something of that nature. That's right.
okay. Then it's EO2
Mhm.
dit NF ta Ichao Ichout
Yout.
and then the Heka.
Mhm.
Okay, and Ankh Vajad
Right.
So and then one place for him the office to the ruler.
Almost. There's probably a genitive missing here. The iaureka.
The office of the ruler.
You got it. And give
Okay.
fits better.
Yeah, give.
Yeah. You got it. Only thing I was missing was her. Her basically means and. It can have some other meanings too, like sometimes it could be contrastive or while or the like, but in this sentence, and fits perfectly. So, and as for that which takes, I guess, from his companion, um, one shall give to him the office of the ruler. Let's do the whole thing in more fluid English. Hang on, I'll do my best. Let's go to the beginning. And Sutech made an oath, a great oath to the god, saying, one shall not give to him the office until one has put him outside with me, and we shall hew for us some boats, literally, some boats of stone, and we shall raise as a pair, and as for the one who will take from his, I would say, opponent, fits better here actually than it's his partner, just from context, but normally it would be like his companion. One shall, this is a future three, just with the R missing. It's really U2RD. One shall give to him the office of the ruler, life, health, prosperity. Wow, quite a monster of a sentence. Any more comments on this one? If not, I would say let's take a quick look at the hieratic before we move on. But well done, everybody. That's a tricky beast. See if there's anything to call out. Ooh. Okay. Achaen sutich her ire anach. The anash is spelled with again, kind of hard to read anach if you don't know what it is. Anash, and not any, but a big one, a great one, and nacher, mjet, or mjo, ben yutu di, naf, ta, yaut. We've seen all those before. This we've talked about. Iretetu or something. Ka, F, erbener, with a little way sign at the end of the walking necks. Irimai, something like that. Wow, that part here, that's that cursive M again, the one that is a little bit like sideways slanted, and then with an ein underneath. Irmai. Okay, M2, 10. It is what it is, can't change it. Mejech, we've talked about this, so that's not new. Mejech nan en ha sam en. We talked about that too. Okay, nothing major. Achai or achau, who knows? I would say achai. That word does not survive into Coptic, unfortunately. It would be interesting to know what it was. And honor, here's the little box that's used at the end of stone. M210 again, or M10 would be correct. T, we've talked about this before, how you read that in essentially like 3 strokes. T, re, or something. M, pa, si, snow, her, par enti, or her, pat, if. This is weird. That chai to take is normally not spelled with the E in front, so I'm not sure why he did that. E chai, e chai. Have we talked about that before? I mean, the finger and the arm with the stick, just noteworthy, the ligature here. You don't really see the finger really spelled out. It's more like a little thingy on top of the arm with the stick. Mpif or impif, ireu or iri or something. You two, hey, I mean, no more new signs. I think after 13 pages, we pretty much know how this guy writes. That's nice. Nafta, Yaut, Preka, huge shaker. And then just our multiple strokes here to indicate Anak Ujai Sinep. Okay, cool. I think we have this one down. I think we still have 12 minutes. Should we do one more? And if yes, then I need a
I
volunteer.
take it.
All right.
Winning her maja NF wa, I'm gonna assume it's ahau.
Mhm.
And ash uf seka f m maka
Mhm.
ja. Oh, maka ja, that's probably one word.
I think it's one word, yeah.
Makja. Uf ka f
Mhm.
pamu
Mhm.
teri
Mhm.
and ruhau
Mhm.
unen petri set remech neb neti empata jeref.
Perfect. Okay,
Okay,
cool.
so then Horus made basically for himself a boat
Mhm.
of I'm judging by the determinatives that it's some kind of wood, but I don't know what.
That makes two of us. I think I've seen it as wood. I've seen it as a cedar or cedar.
Cedar. Okay,
I'm not sure if that's true though. Should we look it up real quick?
go with it. Sounds good. So
Yep.
then Horus made for himself a boat of cedar,
Mhm.
and he I'm not sure what this word is. He somethinged it into something.
Yeah,
He
we'll
somethinged it something.
we'll need those two. Let's have a quick look. Seka. I hope this plays well. Seka, wasn't it? That doesn't start well. Sekach, what am I? Oh, because I'm being an idiot. That's why. Better. To plaster. Okay. And let's look at the other one.
Can't believe I didn't already know that vocabulary word. I'm kidding, of course.
I mean, of course, how could one not, right? What's the
I
other
not
one
know
though?
plaster. And he plastered it.
And Kidge.
And then this has a stone determinative, so I'm guessing it's some kind of mineral. There we go. So he plastered it with plaster, gypsum.
That's right. Yep, you're right. So he plastered his cedar wood boat with gypsum. Okay.
Okay, and he cast it into the water.
That's right.
At the time of evening, night.
Correct. Ruche. Ruche is evening.
And not and it was not seen, bear with me, it was not seen by any people which are it was not seen by anyone in the entire land.
Right.
So he cast it into the boat secretly in the middle of the night.
Correct.
In the water.
Correct. So obviously some kind of trick again, some kind of trickery. He's not
He's making his stone boat out of wood.
That's right.
Cheeky.
And he does it in the middle of the night where nobody can see it. Questions on this one, if any?
I'm just curious. I mean, I've smelled fresh cut cedar before. To me, it smells good. Maybe, I don't know, but would that lump of flesh glyph be there just to emphasize the aroma of cedar wood? Yeah.
Okay, now we're gonna look it up because I'm not even sure about the cedar part.
Yeah, it's associated with fats, isn't it? So maybe that's like oil.
Yes, maybe? I think that makes sense though.
also prevents bugs from eating it, apparently. Like cedar can be used as an organic insect repellent
Oh, look at that.
Those
It's
oils in it. Yeah.
also,
because of its smell.
now this is interesting though. Resin
Resin.
oil of a whatchamacallit, like a coniferous, a needle tree. So that's
Evergreen.
interesting. Because that could also mean it could just be a graphical borrowing from this word of like it could be. Hard to say. Ash tree.
I wonder if oil and fat both have the same determinative. I mean, they're different types of flammable things that could use for different.
I'm tempted. Um, let's see.
So at this
Suspended.
point, that lump of flesh glyph just carries more meaning than just something that's stinky or rotting.
I think so. I mean,
Yeah.
that's true. Because yeah, here it is as fat in. Is that really a lump of flesh, by the way? I'm not sure what that is.
Yeah, I thought Gardner. I think I don't. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I read that in Gardner. I think I read it a while ago as a lump of flesh or
Oh, interesting.
decay. I think that's what I read it as.
I mean, it seems to be in words that are related to fat and to be fat, as you can see here. So there are a few examples.
Or pustule or something.
Yeah, exactly. Pustule. I remember that one. Just feels icky. But yeah, anything that has to do with to grow fat, to be fat, fat seems to have that thing in it. So maybe from there for the oil and maybe from there for the tree, possibly. So that's this one, our ash. And so yeah, apparently it can be cedar. Um, let's see. This part here grammatically is easy, right? These are just you have heard something something statements. But what honestly I have to admit, I don't know what that is, and I wasn't able to find a solution before our session today.
Just want to check, does that have three determinatives or just two? Is it oil, tree, and then wood?
Yes,
Or
Yes,
okay, cool. Well, thanks.
Early
it is.
Egyptians is only spelled with the fat glyph.
Right. The fat.
At least that's what I've said.
I
Cool,
love
that's
it.
interesting. Thanks.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't say it that way.
The fat lip. Oh boy. I don't know what this is. Yunen Petriset Remechnin. That's weird. Because if it was, I mean, is this, what verb form is that? I honestly don't know. The meaning is clear, right? Without anybody seeing them in the entire world or in the entire land. That makes perfect sense. But what that is grammatically, I don't know. Because a negative perfect would be the MP form, right? Like MP MP Remich Petri set or something. You would use the negative perfect form. Spelled, oh sorry, I'm using the Coptic version so it would be Bupui in something like this. Bupui Remich Nim. Oh wait, where would you put the set then? Like this?
So
Yeah.
it's
That's
infinite
something like
form.
this. So that would be negative
Just
perfect. That's not what it is. Could it be an
be
infinitive?
like a negative perfect equivalent in secondary sequence, or like the fact that it's, it's in a continuous, you're using like a second tense with the EU as a sequential. So you have EU and then nen. So you have a negated thing that's in a sequential clause.
Yeah, but it's not the way how you normally do this. Not really. Nen can sometimes stand for bun. Like it can be a spelling where you just write bun, but even then, you wouldn't say EU bun Petris and for past
So
tense.
you would either use EU and ben, or you wouldn't. You would use one or the other. I don't remember.
I would use this.
EU boop. Okay.
because that would be a negative past. Then I saw that Ramses glossed this as a subjunctive. That makes more sense. So it would be Petri. But then again, this here is the Remech Nim is the subject. So it would be Petri Set, I guess, would be the object then. And then here comes the subject. Remech Nib subject. Is that what that is? I'm honestly a bit confused by that. Because why would you put a subjunctive after it so that nobody would see them in the entire land? Is that like a statement of purpose? But you don't do them like this. You normally do them with like an R or something. I
Could
really
it be
don't
an
know.
older form? Maybe.
Maybe.
I don't know.
That's the other thing. I mean, you have nun sejm
The
f,
verb is first.
It's a,
but nun sejm f is future, at least according to Alan. So that's not what it is. Then you have nun sejm like without anybody listening or something like that, right? So just the infinitive. But then why do you have a subject afterwards? So no matter how I look at this thing, I can't figure out what that is. Could be a bit
I
of a
mean, nominal
cliffhanger.
subjects do come later on. The pronominal subject normally comes first, so it's in its right position in terms of V, V, S, V,
That's true.
S.
That's true. It's true. I mean, like you're right, the pronominal object coming before the subject, that makes perfect sense. And that makes me think that this is some kind of inflected verb form. If it can't be a past tense, it can only be a subjunctive or a perspective. But then nun plus subjunctive perspective, is that a thing? And if so, what kind of thing is it? I'll keep that as my math teacher used to say in introductory algebra for physicists. I'll leave that as an exercise for the student. I have no idea. Let's come back to that in 2 weeks if you're all okay with
Right.
that. Cool.
It's
Wow.
abstract nonsense, right? Just
Say again.
sometimes they'll say abstract nonsense, not to do the proof, it's just abstract nonsense. Just
Yeah, right. Exactly.
let you figure it out.
Yeah, he always said that when it was super hard. It's like, oh yeah, this is trivial. You guys can figure that out as homework. Yeah, sure. 2 hours later. Okay, everybody, thanks so much, and see y'all next week for Ramses, or then the week after for Horus and Seth.
Yep. Thank
Yeah.
you.
Yeah.
Thank you. Take care.
Bye-bye.